Losing is what got us here. None of us feel good about it. This is, where we are. You are what your record is. You are what has happened, recently. But things can change quickly. Once we.
Tony,
What
man,
up, son?
it's been a while since we've been back on the Losers Lounge.
It has.
It's been a while. It's been a while. It's behind losing basketball games, and then just our schedules. Sometimes it's been tough, but we finally made it here. We limped to the Losers Lounge tonight.
We barely made it.
Barely made it. We limped into the Losers Lounge.
Yeah.
We limped in, and man, and Pistons fans are hot. They're mad. They want that ninth win really, really bad.
The coach is mad too. His press conference was about a minute long.
Yeah. I didn't even get to hear all of it. If I get a chance to pull it up, I'll play it.
Yeah, he ain't happy.
I mean, but okay, I dig it. I get it. You want whatever you win, you can get. But isn't this team tanking?
I mean, at this point, every loss probably helps them more than any win.
Right.
But nah. We don't believe in tanking. We believe
we don't. I'm talking about the Pistons. I figure they're tanking.
Nah, I think they want the wins. You know what I mean? I think they want the value of now these guys are competing, you know what I mean? And not just with us, you know what I mean? Like they competing. Even during their losing streak, they was competing. So to me, like I said about building character for us, I think it's building character for them.
Yeah. And right. And this is one of those lessons where they learn you don't leave it in the referee's hands. Like the Knicks learned against the Houston Rockets. Right? You don't leave it into the referee's hands. You take care of business. For a young team, it's a lesson that you'll have to learn. It's a lesson that you'll have to learn.
One of the hardest lessons too, how to close out games.
Right. And they're talking about protesting. I don't think this is not the level of what happened to the Knicks, in my opinion. I don't think so. Right? But he said, if we protest the game, does that do anything? I'm not sure how it all works.
It doesn't.
But welcome to the Losers Lounge. You lost anyway. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You lost the basketball game. Pistons fans are peed off, unhappy, mad at the NBA, mad at the Knicks, mad at Dante DiVincenzo, because they couldn't get their ninth win of the season. I mean, they got to find another team to get it against. Won't be the Knicks tonight. It could be the Knicks. 25th though.
Stop putting that out there.
I'm nervous about that game now.
I think we'll be healthier.
I hope so. You know what I mean?
That's a little bit less than a month away.
Right. So, a little bit less than a month away. So, we got time to get OG back. And then hopefully Randall is soon to follow. You know what I mean? Let me ask you this. How much better does this current team get when just OG comes back?
I mean, what it does defensively, we saw what it does defensively. He hasn't had any like phenomenal breakout scoring games like that. His value is on the defensive end. So I think it helps tremendously. It helps with the spacing offensively. You know what I mean? Because he's a knockdown corner 3-point shooter. But so just that part in itself helps out a lot. Now when he becomes, because I don't think he's still fully acclimated. You know what I mean? I don't think he's still fully comfortable with where his full role is gonna be. So I think it's gonna improve immediately, but it's gonna continue to grow and get better as more time goes on.
Yeah.
But spacing has been a problem right now,
Right.
right? So
Right.
that's putting him on one corner, DiVincenzo on another. Looks a lot more open for Brunson to do what he does.
Right. Nah, no doubt about that. That's the truth. A lot more open. You know what I mean? And then, of course, you have a little bit more defensive versatility too. With his ability to guard, different positions. Just more defensive versatility. How much will the Knicks be relying on him to do some scoring? I don't know. They may be relying on him to, he said that he wants to be more involved in an offense and things like that. This would be his chance to be more involved, to be one of your primary scorers. You know, so we will see. George said, "Got another angle to play. Looks clean. We may be overreacting." I mean, Greg said, "This is worse than the Knicks call." Not even close. Come on. Not even close. I don't know about you all. Maybe maybe other people saw a different angle, but the angle that I couldn't even see the ball. So I don't know if the ball was loose. I'm assuming the ball was loose, and that's the reason why the refs didn't call it, because they considered it incidental contact. You know what I mean? I don't know, but it was not worse than that Knicks call. Sorry, Greg. Sorry, Greg. He said that was a clear tackle from Dante. I mean, he ran his body. He didn't just like, it didn't look like the screen. He just ran his body into him. Come on. He just hit his body into him. Don't lie to us, Greg. Don't lie to us. And Pioneer said the refs in the league don't respect the Pistons. Shake my head. I would agree with that. Would you?
Yeah, but
I don't
respect
know
is
about the
earned,
league.
not given.
Right. Exactly. Right. I don't know about the league, but the refs, they don't respect the players yet. They're not going to get the same respect as another team might. More veteran players, stuff like that. Greg said, "We won, Sim. It's okay to keep it real." I am keeping it real. I said earlier in the post-game show that it could have been a call. It could have been a call. It wasn't. I don't know if let me go look at it again. Maybe see it from some other angles. This guy said somebody needs to get fined tonight. This shit is so egregious.
At this point. So he ain't just talking about the Knicks game.
Okay. Right. Okay. Kevin said, I think it should have been a call. It definitely could have been a call. There's no doubt about it. It easily could have been a call. Easily could have been a call. But I think that call right there is missed 100 times a night. Every single night, that exact call I think is missed. You know what I mean? I just don't want
What
the Knicks to do it again. That's all. I don't want it to be on the 25th. I don't want the Knicks. I want it to be a blowout. They need to smack the Pistons. They need to smack the Pistons.
Well, I tell you what, they're gonna be confident. I'll tell you that. Because
Yeah.
We squeaked by him the last game we played them also.
Right. Yeah. And coaching malpractice. Said the Pistons deserve this win. 6-man refs bailed the Knicks out. And LV said, Sim, you know we lost that game. Listen, the Knicks probably deserved to lose the game. They gave it back. You know what I mean? They gave it back. They probably deserve. What do you think, Tony? You think the Knicks deserved to lose?
Honestly, yeah. I'll be honest. We didn't deserve to win that game. And I think it should have been a foul call. I think honestly, I think it would have been called a foul more times than not. The thing is, they put them to the line. They still had to make the free throws, and there was still time for us to, you know what I mean, draw up a play and get up a quality shot to either tie or win, depending on what happened with their free throws. So I think the Brunson missed or the Brunson wrong call was worse because it was even. You know what I mean? And there was no time remaining. So the only thing that would have happened was another quarter. You know what I mean? Or overtime.
Right.
And this point, the game wasn't decided yet. At that point, they, you know what I mean? They would have went to the line if they called the foul. They make or miss. There was at least 15 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe something like that. You know, it's
I mean, do you think the refs were doing retribution? I don't think so, because I think that's a hard, like, all right, we gotta wait for the opportunity
yeah,
to
right.
make up. You know what I mean? Like,
The only way I would say that maybe they were doing retribution is if there was, similar refs. If not similar refs, but the same refs.
mm,
Or one of the refs was the same or something like that. You know what I mean? Other than that, I'm gonna say no. You know what I mean? They just okay, let's assume it was a foul. They missed the call. And I'm pretty sure, something somewhere will come out and say, there'll be a 2-minute report and say that Dante DiVincenzo should have been called for a foul, maybe. And then Pistons fans are going to be up in arms, kind of like Cade is on the screen. And then it's going to pass by. Just like the Knicks were up in arms.
yep.
And I think the Knicks protested. I haven't heard anything about the protest, or they challenged it, whatever you want to call it. Haven't heard anything about it, and we probably won't.
What if the Pistons protest and both games are both are granted, ours and theirs, and we gotta replay them both
That'd be
from
crazy.
from that time point. You know what I
That'd
mean?
be crazy. That'd be crazy. To have 2 of them in a season.
And it hasn't been one in how many years?
Yeah,
Like 40 years or something like that.
that'd be crazy. 40 years? Has it been 40 years?
Or 20 years?
There was one. I think the Lakers played in one, something like that.
Yes, with Shaq. So
Yeah.
yep, Shaq. It was a call with Shaq.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Yeah, Kevin said, let that go. None of these protests will go anywhere. I kind of agree. They probably not. I don't know. The Knicks won because the referees came out afterwards and said, "Here's what the call should have been," or it should have been a no call or whatever it was.
And the
And
fact
it
that
was
it's a clear overtime.
clear overtime, no time left in the game. Yeah, that one right there, I think could be. I think that could happen. Yeah, I think it's a possibility. I don't know how long it takes for them to make a decision. I mean, just look at it. There's a protest. Look at it. Make the decision. How long does that take? You know what I mean?
They got to get the legal team to cross all the T's and dot all the I's before they, you know what I mean, before they announce whatever they announcing, good or bad.
Right. Yeah. And coaching. Still talking a lot. You know, he must been real active in this chat. He said Cade is toying with the Knicks and MSG. It's probably what finally gets him national recognition. And then Tony said,
Nah, all them losses what got him national recognition.
exactly.
Because if you ain't know nothing about the Pistons before, you heard about their record losing streak everywhere.
You know what I'm saying? Right. I mean, but they do have a good young team that one day, you know what I'm saying? One day these guys, I think, could be good. They have a lot of young talent on the team.
I like Cade. I ain't gonna lie.
I like Cade. Yeah, he was balling tonight too.
This the best I've ever seen him.
Yeah, he was balling tonight. No doubt about it. Kevin said, if you play down to your opponent, that's nothing to hang your hat on. This is one win I will take nothing exciting about it. I agree. You know, not happy about this win. I'm happy we got the win, but not happy about the win. I mean, Knicks got to be able to play better than that. But dealing with what the Knicks are dealing with right now, the players that we have on the floor, may not be as easy as we think to pull these wins out. That's why I am so concerned. You know what I mean? You know, about
but
these games.
Brunson, DiVincenzo, Precious. All right, I guess what I'm leading towards is we haven't seen the best from Burks yet. We haven't seen the best from Bogdanovich yet. Bogdanovich, we've seen some stretches, yeah. You know what I mean? But I don't think we've seen a full, you know what I mean, them fully implemented yet. So I think that's could be looked at as a positive. You know what I mean? Like they still working these things out. I mean, but you're right. We got tough opponents coming up. We gotta have to figure out how to get. You know, we talked about 500 and then we fell into a 4-game losing streak hole.
Right.
So we gotta make up some ground.
Yeah.
So we play tomorrow, and then when we play after that.
We play tomorrow against the Pelicans.
I know we got the Cavs on Sunday.
Then, the Cavs then the Warriors. We play tomorrow against the Pelicans, the Warriors on Thursday, and the Cavs on Sunday.
Warriors.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I forgot about the Warriors.
Yeah. Tell me about it. Joseph said Brunson makes every guard on our team look incompetent. Joseph, he makes a lot of guards in the league look incompetent. So don't worry about that. So that's who he is. That's who Brunson is. You know, he's the 6th leading scorer in the league right now.
That's right.
Crazy.
About to be 6th in MVP voting too.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he's got to be mentioned. He's got to start getting mentioned in the MVP voting. He's got to.
Hey, you pull out 2 out of these next 3 games, and, you know what I mean? Solidify that. Especially the Cavs. We gotta knock them out.
Right. So I don't know. I'm looking. Oh yeah, yep. There he is, right there. 27.7 points per game on 47.8% shooting and 40% shooting from the 3-point line.
Yeah, he was like, I don't know what if it brought it down tonight, but he was just under 50, 40, 90.
Yeah.
Like just under on
Yeah,
on each of them.
right. He's at 84.5% from the free throw line right now. But yeah, just under it. Yeah, man. That's and listen, there's a possibility he catches KD. There's a possibility that he catches Donovan Mitchell. Because KD is averaging 28, Donovan Mitchell 28.1, Brunson is 27.7. There's definitely a possibility there. Obviously, those guys are going to put up buckets too, but
Yeah, keep dropping 35. You know what I mean? Be there in the heartbeat.
you know,
I felt like that was a quiet 35 too.
right? It was quite 35. Yeah. Bogdanovich and Burks are looking like this is no casuals, please. And Bogdanovich and Burks are looking like a much better option than Toby right now. Who's Toby?
I don't even know.
I don't know, but at least Morey's previous cap space. Oh, maybe this was somebody else. I think that's an old. I
Yeah,
think
yep. I think that slid in.
yeah,
That
that's
slid
slid
in
in there. I think that's an old.
because from Tobias
Philadelphia.
Harris.
Yeah, Tobias Harris. That's an old Philadelphia one. We don't care about the Sixers until March 10th. March 10th and March 12th, we play the Sixers. Trill said, as much as I criticize Ivy, Fournier should not be getting minutes over him.
And I'm like, if only you knew this was his best game in years. I mean, he had 2 steals. He was hitting clutch threes. You know what I mean? He was talking trash.
Yeah.
Fournier. He's just happy to get minutes right now.
Fournier's getting minutes over there, right? How many minutes a game is Fournier getting?
I don't know. I think they say he was averaging 11 over there, 11 points per game.
Okay.
So
All right. What do you think ends up happening with Fournier? Where does he end up?
I wouldn't be surprised if they utilize him, pick up his option, and then see if he could get some value, or if he would at least be valuable as an expiring.
Yeah.
It's, you know what I mean? He's gonna obviously be less valuable than the guys they moved him for, but I wouldn't be surprised if they still because they have cap space and they got to utilize it.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think he could be a good vet for them if he's playing.
Yeah.
You know, and we know he getting his feelings if he ain't, but if he's playing, I think he could be a good vet for him.
Any like going into next season, any teams that you see championship like level teams where Grimes could go? I mean, Fournier could go.
Championship, not really. I think he's gonna have to be a veteran journeyman, like guy that they utilize as a mentor. Like I could see him going to the Spurs and kind of being a ambassador with Wemby and kind of helping him. Not that he needs it, you know what I mean, but you know what I mean. But I don't think any contending team is gonna utilize him with a definitive role.
Yeah.
So I think he's at the stage where he's really gonna have to start becoming a mentor, be the old school veteran.
Right.
Or maybe go back overseas. You know what I
mean? Yeah. See, that's crazy. Grimes showed up tonight against the Knicks. 14 points in the fourth quarter. You know,
and a stare down to the bench.
And a stare down to the bench, right? What do you think about Grimes?
I mean, I've always liked him. My thing was the timeline. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
he's not who he's going to be in the future, and we need more dominant presence now, a more definitive presence now. We couldn't wait for his growth, and that kind of was the thing with all our young guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. And listen, hopefully he's still herky jerky, but he showed some ability to put the ball on the floor, like without just attacking a closeout. You've seen a few times where he actually pop, 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 went to the basket.
But Sim, I
You
don't
know?
think he showed like it was great to see. Good for him. Salute. He didn't do anything tonight that we haven't seen. You know what I
No,
mean? And the fact that even with his stat line, right? The 14 in the fourth, all in the fourth, we've seen that from him. And it's like that was part of the problem. We
yeah,
need you to be able to do that for the game.
right.
You know what I mean? But
Right.
kudos to him, man. He's
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Confidence booster for sure tonight.
yeah, no doubt. Cody said Grimes has one of these hot flashes every 20 games. Yeah, I agree. Yep, every 20 games. Shout out to still Knicks fans. So what's good, Knicks family? We were almost losers, but we got it done. Thank you, refs. Salute Sim and Tony. Salute to the chat. Salute to you, Ron. We appreciate you, bro.
We sent them over there too.
we sure did. Salute to Greg for promoting your channel too. BG said the comments are hilarious. They're better than the game. I don't know. That last 50 seconds of the game was pretty intense for Knicks fans, I guess.
And for some reason, Sim, I think that might be a crossover one too. Like
Oh,
from one from
okay.
yeah, I think that
Okay.
might have got
Oh, maybe
mixed
maybe
into
maybe it got mixed in somehow. Oh well, you
because I
know,
remember the name.
yeah, still makes sense a little bit. Um, fire Monty now. Ivy needs to be in there. We knew we were gonna get one. It was gonna happen.
They are not firing that man after they pay him all that money.
Right.
They
He
gonna they gonna give him at least 2 years. See what I mean?
Yeah. It's not getting fired. But overall, ladies and gentlemen, the Knicks found a way to get a win, a grim win at that, but they found a way to get one. You know. Yeah. Uh, I don't like the way we won, but we won. I'm happy at that. Hopefully we have a better showing tomorrow against the Pelicans. A much better team, but hopefully we step up to the competition. You know. So any last things?
I
I
mean,
got
just happy to be back on the losers lounge. And
yeah.
let's get two more out of the next three
Let's get 'em.
games. We
That's what I'm
get
saying,
some
man.
more losers lounges in.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
no, I was just gonna say, and let's get healthy.
Right. We got to
Mhm.
get more wins. Ladies and gentlemen, we're out of here. We appreciate your time. Pistons fans, cool out. My man Rock didn't show up. He was scared. Anyway, we're out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Be peaceful. One.
Losing is what got us here. None of us feel good about it. This is, where we are. You are what your record is. You are what has happened, recently. But things can change quickly. Once we lose.